This is Truth Bronco with Bill Ward, and this is the conclusion of bow hunting in grizzly country. I was talking to some people at a ranch yesterday, and they were having a meeting. All of the ranchers around this area were having a meeting about a grizzly bear and her cub hanging out in the valley. They were afraid that their cattle would start diminishing in numbers because of that grizzly bear. And about 4 or 5 days ago, I talked to the woman who had been the first one to see me the morning after that grizzly bear had destroyed my tent 2 years ago, last June. Her name is Tara, and Tara we were downtown in this little town in southwestern Montana. I was getting some gas, and she was too. She had a 45 on her hip. And I said, where you been, Tara? And she said, well, we've been out counting bears. She said, there are 7 grizzly bears in this general area right here. And I said, did they ever capture that one, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, that destroyed my tent 2 years ago? And she said, no, they never got him. She said, as a matter of fact, he's the one that's over around Swamp Creek. And she said that getting to be more grizzly bears in this area, and plus there are black bears here too, she said. Also an update, 2 nights ago, a cougar growled right by my tent, and I got my 10 millimeter, it was right next to me, and I racked around into the chamber and waited for a few minutes, and I never heard anything else from that cat. So the balance of this video is going to be about 3 days of my hunting experience here in southwestern Montana with my bow. And a prelude to that is that, or a preview to that, is that on the 10th of September, and we're talking about now the 12th of October, just a few more days before bow hunting season is over here in Montana. By the way, I'm Bill Ward. It's just that I haven't shaved for a while, so you're looking at an old man's gray beard. But yeah, I'm still Bill Ward. I just look a little different. And so, anyway, on September 10th, I was target practicing. The woods were really dead. There's just nothing around at all happening at that point in time. So I was target practicing with my bow, and I was shooting fine at 20, 30, and 40 yards. I shoot bare bow. I don't shoot with sights at all. I was out on horseback in 1985 near Yellowstone Park, and my horse got a little bit antsy in a good-sized mud puddle, and in the course of that, I was shooting with sights back in 1985 on my bow. Didn't have a guard on it or anything, and I jammed one of those sights in my hand all the way to the bone. And I said, that's it, I'm done. Well, the guy that I was hunting with, and you may have heard this story before, I'll go through it quickly. The guy I was hunting with was up in front of me, and he was pulling a pack horse. And he said, what do you mean? I said, I'm done. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm done with sights. From here on, I'm hunting bare bow. And so then I learned to shoot without sights. Some people call it instinct. Bare bow, there are no sights at all. So anyway, I was shooting at 20, 30, and 40 yards and hitting right on. So I said, well, okay, I'm good. That's no problem. And so I kind of forgot about my bow and was paying mainly attention to other things. And seriously, about 3 days later, I was looking in my car at my little refrigerator that I've got that I keep my food cold in, and feels like there's a lot of room in here. And I looked behind my refrigerator, which is where I usually kept my bow, and bow wasn't there. And I went, oh boy, where's my bow? What happened? So I'm retracing my steps all the way around where I was and things like that. Wondered, hey, you know, I'm thinking about other things. Maybe I put my bow on my trunk of my car and drove off and it fell off. So I went back twice, 2 different times. I couldn't find it, and I had notices out with all the people in the area, including the sheriff, to see if anybody had turned a bow into him, and 2 bars in town, and notice up on the bars, and in the market, notice up there, lost bow. Well, 38 days later, a woman called me from Frenchtown, and she said, is your bow, what describe your bow? So I did. She said, I have your bow. I said, well, that's good. Frenchtown's like about $75 worth of gas to and from. So I was trying to figure out a way, and she was too. Being from the area where I was at, that's where she grew up. So she was wondering, you know, maybe she could get her cousin to bring it out one of the travels that she might be through. And finally she called me about a week later. So this is 38 days that my bow's been missing. Calls me about a week later and she says, well, I'm going to Deer Lodge, and that's about an hour and a half away. Yeah, I figured, so I said, I'll meet you there. So I did, and I got my bow back. So I had about 3 days that I was going to hunt. And that's the story of what's going on in this conclusion of bow hunting in grizzly country. And I hope you'll enjoy it. So I missed most of this bow season, and but it was fun. It was always good being here in the Rocky Mountains of Montana. Absolute love affair for me. Just incredible. Being in these woods and the animals that are around and things like that. So enjoy the rest of this video, and perhaps I'll see you next time. That rub right there is just about less than a month old. Well, I had a couple bulls bugling, and one was coming, but I was in such bad shape for the wind with that one that was coming in. I'm sure he winded me. And the other one was quite a ways away, but it was fun. This is getting real late into the season, and so that's good. That was a fun hunt. All right, well, talk to you later. Bye. My 3rd day of hunting this season, and I am happy to say that I didn't hear a single bugle yesterday when I was hunting, but just before I got back to camp, a whole herd of elk crossed the road in front of me. And I'm only about 400 yards from where I saw those elk right now. So we'll see how today goes. So for a synopsis of the 3 days that I got to hunt in this bow season here in Montana, you heard about what happened the first day. And the second day, there was nothing at all going on. I was sitting right next to a pretty new rub and didn't hear a thing. Everything was really, really quiet. But on the way back, as I've previously said here, I saw a herd of elk. And then going out the third day, where I had seen that herd of elk, there was nothing to be found anywhere at all. When I was in the market, I ran into a couple of guys that were bow hunters, and they said they were done with elk, that they were just at that point hunting antelope. And I agree. I think that the season is done, even though there are about 3 more days left in the actual legal hunting season. So, and then after that, there will be a dead week, and then rifle season will start. My big thing, though, is I don't have 4-wheel drive. I'm in a little 2-wheel drive car, and where I'm at here, somewhere around probably 7,000 feet elevation, maybe 7,500. It's going to start snowing before too long, and once it starts snowing, it can stay until the season's over. Winter being the season is over, somewhere around the end of April, first part of May. So I don't want to be here really when the snow is about 1.5 feet on the ground. So I'm going to head south pretty quick. I've got some work that I need to do, catch up on, and do some things in my home base area, which is Bozeman, Montana. And then I think I'll head south where warmer weather will be. But I sure love Montana, and I don't want to go, but my legs don't work real well anymore, so I can't ski anymore. I used to ski 30 miles a day when I lived in Aspen for a winter, back when I was in my late 20s. And I thoroughly love it, but I can't do it anymore. If I can't ski, I really don't want to be where it's really, really cold. I'm just not getting enough reward out of slipping around on the ice and stuff like that at 73 years old. And the age doesn't have anything to do with it. It has to do with really the vehicle that your spirit's riding around in. And this one right now is being compromised real bad. So I can't do the things that I used to do and like to do. And if that changes, things change, things like that, I may not go south. I may just stay in Montana. But for this year right now, it looks like I'm going to head down with the diamondback rattlesnakes and the bark scorpions. I hope you've seen those 2 videos. They are for real, as all of my videos are. So anyway, I love you all. Perhaps we'll see each other again soon. Thanks for watching. In addition to this last video that you've seen, I have over 40 other videos that have been published. And contained within those 40 videos are 24 in my angelic series of videos. You'll have questions answered that you never thought that there were answers possible. I have actually touched a ghost really in my life, and in the Ghost of the Angel, you will see what it feels like. There are traveling videos contained therein. I have 11 videos that are providing for you original songs that I've written and performed, along with some beautiful scenery that go along with it. Please click on my channel and pull up those different playlists and watch those videos. I'm sure that you will enjoy them. From the Ghost of the Angel going on to the many lives of Mary, and yes, reincarnation is real. I will prove it with the Bible, and I will show you things that you have never seen before that are absolutely, irrefutably truthful with the Bible. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Please subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so that you'll know that there's another one available. I never know when the Lord is going to lead me to do these, or when it's just for fun, like with these hunting videos and things like that. And then very, very serious, life-threatening videos like rattlesnake and scorpion. If you've ever had a 6-foot long western diamondback rattlesnake coiled up and rattling 4 feet away from you, you'll understand how I felt when that happened to me with rattlesnake. Having a grizzly bear destroy your tent, you will get a chance to hear that story too. So please hit the notification bell, like I said, and hit the thumbs up button, and tell everybody that you know about these videos. Thanks for watching, everyone. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.